I went into the box jump the evening of the box jump with a lot of confidence, because my last box jump was probably the most comfortable and the longest box jump that I'd done. So psychologically, I was ready, and any kind of event like this, I know deep down that I'm ready, and I was, and always apprehensive because I know that I can't stop. I know that I have to do everything that I have to complete this, because it's bigger than me. There was people in the room, but I wasn't paying attention to them at all. Now, I was kind of in there a little bit, but I just wanted to get started. The box jump Everest was 14,550 box jumps. That was tough. That was really tough. And to do it in 24 hours, you need to do 600 an hour. Obviously, I wasn't looking in thinking, well, what happens if I did slow down? You know, like what happens if I didn't 1 hour get 600? Then we're going to be playing catch up. But that wasn't going to work for the box jump. You know, it wasn't. We were on a very tight schedule, and the strategy change was, okay, cool, well, we can't base that number on 24 hours, we need to base it on 22 and give ourselves a 2-hour buffer. But at the same time, I can't go for 22 hours straight with zero rest. So I've got to factor something in here. So we go from 600 an hour to 660, but then that's not 660 an hour, that's 660 in 50 minutes. So we're having to go even faster if we want to get some time off, which is why it felt comfortable. Because one thing I realised, I've got 10 minutes to kind of mentally switch off quickly, get anything that's niggling sorted, and most importantly, swap my socks and swap my top so I had fresh clothes. So we had the first hour of the box jump and I felt good. And I was a bit relaxed, a bit too relaxed, because Eliza was jumping on the box, you know, I had the family there. And the first hour was, yeah, it was fine. Second hour, not too bad. And then the third hour went in and I was like, right. And that's when the seriousness of the event started for me. A realisation that, hang on a minute, I'm 3 hours in, I've still got 19 hours to do. And everything was going pretty well. I would say until about hour 9. And hour 9 was a real panic. My calf had gone, my quad was spasming, and I couldn't do my normal technique. I had to rest pause on every rep. So I had just as much time in the minute to work rate as I did to rest rate. And that's not enough time for my heart rate to maintain, to calm my nerves down. And that was that hour, that 9 to 10 hours, was a huge panic. Hour 10 to 11, I just had this confidence in the fact that I'd just probably experienced the worst of what I'm going to experience. And you know, I've been through these last ones before, the backwards run and that. I've been through these kind of periods before, and it's just a case of getting through it, getting out on the other side and continuing on. And that's what I did. And I think it was kind of hour 16, 17. I didn't have any more niggles, didn't really need too much massaging. My body was kind of relaxed and ready to hit the record. You know, the whole time, it was a long time as well of just enduring, but I think one of the best things about it was having something to look forward to, and it was that 10-minute break. That 10-minute break allowed me to reset my head, get any kind of issue sorted, put a fresh t-shirt on and socks and go, right, back to hour 1, let's go. And I just got to keep repeating that in my head. And that's what works so well with it. It's just keep everything fresh. This is a new hour, let's go. Put your music on and just get into that routine of doing it. Resetting that body clock, resetting that mind clock and just going. I think at one time you said about 1,500 people are tuned into the live to watch, and that's the most incredible. And the fact that we'd raised a hell of a lot of money, and within the week of completing it, we smashed our target. I think with gift day, we raised over £25,000 to Chestnut Tree House. And that was such an incredible feeling for kind of finishing off the year. You know, I had this kind of thing in my head going, right, I'm not done for the year yet. We've just got to get this thing done before I can go to Australia and relax. And just having that tick in the box and achieving it and handing the check over, that's what it was all about. That's what actually I use as a driver. And it's amazing what you can do with your body when it's not up to you, when the purpose for doing it is greater than why you're doing it. And the feeling of not wanting to let people down, it's amazing how much energy and motivation you get for that. And you know, something I say to lots of people is anybody can do that. It's just a case of focus, training, and just dedication to making sure that you see it through. And yeah, the more that you do these things, and the more that you push your body and your brain into realising its potential, the more that you can deal with things in life. This event has double the amount of things because I get massive benefits out of it because it helps my own personal development and growth, but it also helps an incredible charity stay open and do the amazing work that they do. So it's always a win-win, which is phenomenal.